What if I told you that Ferrari, the crown jewel of luxury sports cars, wasn't built in a corporate boardroom, but in the burning heart of a boy who had almost nothing? This is the story of Enzo Ferrari, a young Italian with a dangerous dream, a need for speed, and a soul forged in loss and war. He didn't just create a car, he created a myth. But how does a grieving boy from Modena end up challenging titans like Mercedes and Alfa Romeo? How did his racing obsession turn into a multi-billion-dollar empire? And how did a fallen war hero's death inspire the most recognizable logo in automotive history? Stay with me, because later in this video, we'll reveal why Ferrari almost never existed, and the heartbreaking story behind the prancing horse that changed everything. Early life, the boy from Modena. Enzo Anselmo Ferrari was born on February 20th, 1898, in Modena, a modest town in northern Italy. His father owned a small metal workshop, and while life wasn't luxurious, young Enzo was captivated by machines. His obsession started when his father took him to a local car race at just 10 years old. That sound, the engines screaming, the tires skidding, lit a fire in him. He didn't want to just watch cars. He wanted to build them, drive them, beat everyone with them. Tragedy and war. But life had a brutal lesson for Enzo early on. World War I struck. By the time Enzo was barely 20, both his father and older brother had died. His family business collapsed. And as if that wasn't enough, Enzo nearly died from the 1918 Spanish flu. He was broke, grieving, and sick. But he wasn't broken. He clawed his way into a job as a test driver for a car company called CMN. It wasn't glamorous, but it was a foot in the door. The Alfa Romeo years. By 1920, Enzo's talent was undeniable. He joined Alfa Romeo, not as a mechanic, but as a race car driver. Over the next decade, he earned a name in Italy's racing circuits. But racing was just part of his plan. In 1929, he formed something radical. Scuderia Ferrari. It wasn't a car company yet. It was a racing team backed by Alfa Romeo, made to support local drivers. That's right, Ferrari started as a support crew, not a car brand. But Enzo had a bigger vision. He didn't want to race for Alfa Romeo. He wanted to race against them. Birth of a legend. In 1939, Enzo left Alfa Romeo under strict legal conditions. He couldn't use the Ferrari name in car production for 4 years. So he started a new company, Auto Avio Costruzioni. And during World War II, while the world burned, Enzo quietly prepared his empire. By 1947, the world met the 125S, the first official Ferrari, a 1.5-liter V12 engine beast that roared like nothing before it. It wasn't just a car, it was a statement. Ferrari was here, and it was coming for the crown. the tragic origin of the logo. Now remember that curiosity hook from earlier? Let's talk about the legendary Ferrari logo, the black prancing horse. It wasn't designed by marketers or artists. It came from death. In 1923, Enzo met the parents of Francesco Baracca, a heroic Italian fighter pilot from World War I who had painted a black horse on his airplane. They asked Enzo to carry the horse as a symbol of courage. He accepted. That black stallion became the soul of Ferrari. It represented speed, honor, and loss. But if Enzo had declined that request, Ferrari might have never had its soul. Building a dynasty, in the 1950s and 60s, Ferrari became synonymous with speed and danger. Enzo didn't just build fast cars. He created machines for champions. Formula One became his battlefield, and Ferrari became the most successful team in the sport's history. But there was a dark cost. Many Ferrari drivers died chasing glory. Enzo was called the engineer of death by critics, but he didn't stop. To him, victory was sacred, and pain was the price. The Ford War then came, the Ford versus Ferrari War, a moment that would define both companies. In the 1960s, Ford tried to buy Ferrari. Enzo agreed until he realized they'd control his racing team. He backed out. Henry Ford II, humiliated, launched an attack. Build me a car that beats Ferrari at Le Mans. The result? The Ford GT40. It defeated Ferrari in 1966, but it took Ford millions of dollars and years of effort. And even after that, Ferrari still ruled Formula One. You can win a battle, but Enzo Ferrari was building an empire. Enzo's final chapter. In 1988, Enzo Ferrari died at age 90. The same year the Ferrari F40 was released, his final creation. It became an instant legend. And though Enzo never lived to see Ferrari's IPO or its digital transformation, he built something timeless. Today, Ferrari isn't just a car, it's a symbol, a statement, a legacy. So the next time you see a Ferrari drive by, remember this. It started with a grieving, nearly broken Italian boy in a dream louder than the sound of any engine. If you found this story inspiring, smash that like button, subscribe for more incredible true stories, and comment below.